on Nash, which is super exciting. It's interesting. He's taking out a movement speed for that straight stance. That shows how much he values just being able to smash people with Nash signatures.
Well,
Nash players are they're quite good at those signatures. That's for
like
sure.
you think of Nash like he's a caveman. You think me Nash me smash, but he's still quick. He has 7 movement speed by default. Taking one out, he still has 6.
And it's still higher than Zariel, who is going into the movement speed stance, right, at 5.
Yeah.
So Miami Dome for game number 1. Very exciting. We've been seeing a lot of Mammoth Fortress so far throughout this bracket.
I don't think I've seen hardly any Dome today whatsoever.
Yeah. The platforms are just the right height that you can't do any cheeky platform cancel stuff out of Axe, Sidelight Nairs, or Sword with downlights, so a lot of players don't really play around it. Well, there are some. I feel like if we were seeing more Blasters players, this map would be picked more because it's so nice to follow the downer off of it. But here's Lopez.
Yeah.
Excellent job. That neutral sig into Nair, catching Power Ranger right above him.
Also, if you have a signature that can reach that high, like Zul Axe neutral sig is perfect to go right through that platform hit. But it's going to be the signature coming out from Power Ranger for the first knockout.
Yeah, first knockout goes over to Zariel. Blasting away with the bow. Lopez picks up the spear, trying to pick up with that downlight. Dash back. Ooh, weapon throw. It's a side sig. Using that extra force to send him flying even further than normal. Oh! Forces Power Ranger so low, no dodge, and to the pogo stick before the weapon throw connects, and Power Ranger can't make it back. Really excellent edge guard from Lopez. It showed a lot of control. Whereas a lot of other players might just go for the ground pound as soon as possible, Lopez waited for Power Ranger to expend a lot more options. We're going for that finisher. And again, with a dodge in read on the neutral sig, Nash players love going for that. It gets that little hop up into the air, and you can act out of it before touching the ground again.
Man, look at Lopez's movement. It is crazy right now. So fast. His jump fastballs are just all over the place. Random directional dodges just everywhere. That's that higher movement speed of Nash.
Yeah, Lopez putting it to great effect. Ooh, stop side air. Punishing the whiff downlight. Now picking up the spear. Will Power Ranger go for that uppercut? He does. Lopez trying to deny the weapon, but Power Ranger stashed it right as it spawned in the sky. Lopez, however, as you said, they're in South America, right? So the weapon's going to spawn right above wherever they are. It's not even a question. Ooh, doesn't get the side air.
Tries to go for the second one as well.
Oh, he went for the down.
That's going to be... Oh, man, that's an easy punish for Power Ranger. When I'm playing against the Nash, that is one of my favorite things to see, is them whiff the down signature, and I'm in perfect territory to punish it.
Yeah, it was just... Oh, the side sig gravity cancel sniped Power Ranger out of the sky, but yeah, it was just high enough that it didn't get the landing animation that Nash players so love, which may or may not have been intentional. Either way, punished by Power Ranger. And the Nair hits. Ooh!
Man, that must have been so close. That was off screen. Must have been pixels away from hitting. That could have led to the knockout.
You know, it's interesting. Watching Lopez play the Nash reminds me a lot of what we were talking about that we thought to expect from Fiend. Ooh, nice down like ground pound. Which is he's going for a lot of weapon throw pickup combos. Especially on the spear.
And a lot of like rapid switching between the weapons. It won't just be like, oh, my opponent is on the edge, there is a weapon spawn on the stage. I am going to follow the flowchart of what I should do. Here's my weapon throw, go grab the weapon. Like, he's just moving zany all over the place, grabs the next weapon, throws it, grabs the next weapon, throws it, grabs the next weapon, throws it.
Power Ranger does snipe him, side sig. Picks up the gauntlets, neutral light, goes in. Once again with that side signature. Zariel's got that cool neutral sig on the gauntlets that spikes them down if it catches them in the air. Recovery hits Power Ranger. It's just stopping Lopez from getting on the ground and getting a weapon at all. That recovery was so close. I mean, Lopez is slightly in the lead, but how slightly is it when a signature can hit just like that? But it doesn't spike him.
Yeah, unfortunately for Power Ranger, it bounced Lopez off the stage, taken away from that momentum, so it's not going to have that full force.
Oh,
man, that was so close!
Oh, he goes for the stop and he gets the recovery! Power Ranger spot dodges what he expected to be a down air from Hammer. And I expected to be his down air as well. But what Lopez did was he dash jump pivot, downlighted the edge, and the momentum from the landing slid him down low enough to get the recovery without jumping. Power Ranger goes down in a super tight set. I mean, that damage differential isn't even in favor of Lopez.
It was major swings back and forth, and that damage differential was so small. It was just 8 damage. It really went back and forth. Power Ranger picked up the first knockout with that signature, and then Lopez seemed to just dominate the second stock. Then Power Ranger came back in the third one. Back and forth. That's a beautiful thing to see this late in the tournament, this early in the set.
Yeah, I really wonder if he was meant to do a down air there, and how different that would have turned out. Because Power Ranger was definitely spot dodging a hammer down air. That was such a wacky hammer down light too. Really close game number 1. I'm excited for this set going forward. I have a feeling it's not going to be a 3-0 like we've seen all throughout top 8. I'm like looking at the bracket now, and it actually is only 3-0s. But Lopez might seal that prophecy, right? Just keep it a 3-0. Oh, I've won. Now I have the right to win the set. We're going to find out.
If it's going to be a 3-0, I think it's going to be down to the wire on each one. Like, the 3-0 is 100% not going to tell the story.
Man, it was a really close match. Where will we go next? Power Ranger just taking a moment to evaluate his options. But Lopez already has that Nash locked in.
Yeah, he's definitely locked in for it. Power Ranger asking for 1 second while we wait on him. Man, Azariel looking really good.
Yeah.
I can't believe that down signature that Lopez was able to dodge through. Oh, man. The timing, if it would have been 2 milliseconds different, that would have been the absolute perfect signature to use.
If that was a Wushang down sig,
yes.
I think Lopez would have been done. Because it lasts that much longer, right? That's the trade-off. Whereas, Zariel's didn't pick him up quite long enough. Excited to see what's going to be coming up this next game. And the lock-in to Val from Power Ranger. Not the Mordex that we saw him pull out against Fiend. It is now the Val, holding on to those gauntlets still.
Going into the stage banning, Power Ranger took off Apocalypse and Demon Island, thinking about his 3rd, 4th, and 5th bans.
Mm-hmm. Wonder what we'll leave open. Ooh, okay.
Taking off Small Enigma, taking off Crystal Temple and Small Mammoth, leaving Soft Plats and Small Brawlhaven on the board.
Lopez immediately picked Miami Dome. Like, didn't even have time to think about it. So he was hovering that stage, hoping that it wasn't going to be banned, which is surprising because Great Hall and Brawlhaven were accessible, but I think he just likes playing on this stage. Lopez opening up with his fists, going in. Oh, no. Okay. I got scared.
That was close. That was real close to being a very bad, unlucky situation for Power Ranger. He is going into the string stance on this Val pick. That's the standard Val choice.
Oh, man. Lopez just side-singing over and over again. What a fierce signature. Dodges in place. Power Ranger manages to get one side lane up, but the weapon throw stops the recovery from hitting.
Weapon toss keeping Lopez starved here. And I'm telling you, it's that South American good luck. They get it every time.
It's just that the weapon just spawns right above where they're standing at all points in time. Ooh. We have a little bit of a stalemate here at the moment as Lopez is on the hammer. Power Ranger can't get any sidelight started, but no whiff punishes either. Spot dodges, stomp straight off the platform. No real string starting. Opposite of the last game we just saw. Nice scoop, evens up the damage, but that's about it.
Oh, that stomp was just a little bit too far. It was like the max range of that. There he finds that classic Nash move.
Oh, he gets again!
Oh, and another one! D-Sig onto the middle of the stage.
Yeah, and those are the down sigs that I was expecting to see coming up from Lopez. The first one we saw in the previous game, he didn't get that landing animation, but when you get that, the ground cracks open and Lopez decides, you know what, I don't need that stock.
Yeah, he kind of threw that one away. He was
he literally
greedy.
That's going to show up as an accident at the end because he didn't even get hit by Power Ranger before losing that. Yeah, but I mean, if it worked, that would have been a whole stock up, and he could still potentially be there if he continues on with this spear. Side sig didn't hit just yet, but Nash signatures with that much force, I mean, you're going to find yourself using your stock at orange if you get connected by one of those. Hammer picked up. Gonna go in for that side sig. Stop, side air, weapon throw. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Oh! Lopez with the slide charge down sig, covering as much as he could think to cover without going for that ground pound. Excellent job. Whoa! Great cancel down late and a stop. Lopez does get the smash with the ground pound, with the down sig. Keep thinking, because it's weird because Nash down sig is actually a ground pound.
Yeah. Oh, the weapon toss. Somehow he's able. I think he dodged through it. It looked like it was directly on the mark. In comes the weapon spawn for Power Ranger. Grabs the sword. Lopez being very careful. He gets the other one.
Wow.
D-Light recovery for the knockout. Power
Great,
Ranger. Again, keeping it extremely even.
Yeah, great reactions from Power Ranger to know that Lopez was feinting for the weapon. Sideline in the opposite direction. Was able to pick him up with a D-Light recovery to finish the stock. Keep it really even. Oh, Lopez goes for the falling nair. Doesn't jump for it. Tosses the weapon away. And now, fighting back unarmed, Power Ranger's more than happy to starve him of weapons. Goes over the neutral light, catches him fast falling. And the hammer's picked up. Oh, I'm worried. Lopez, don't go for those ground pounds. Okay. He's staying on the stage. Sidelighting. Power Ranger gets a little bit of damage in. From there.
Lopez just trying to find a way in. Seems like he doesn't quite have a handle on Power Ranger's movement like he did before.
Yeah, Lopez is going into these phases of just being able to connect with every move that he puts out. That side stick hits, that's a lot of damage. Nice dodge back.
And that's where that strength stance is really going to come in handy. Lopez is not finding many hits, so he's going to have a heavy weapon in his hand, and he's going to have a little bit more damage due to that higher strength stance. Just a little bit more to keep him in this against Power Ranger.
Oh! They're stopping right past each other with the sidelight connects, weapon throw, picks it back up. Oh! Nice dodge on the side stick, and that's it! Power Ranger breaks the 3-0 curse of South America and takes a game now 1-1 between Power Ranger and Lopez. And what I'm finding from this set is that Power Ranger, way more consistent of a player, but Lopez has those explosive openings with signatures where he just connects them over and over again and takes stocks in the blink of an eye. Both characters are swapped for both players, from what I'm seeing on my screen. We've got Volkov versus Thor. And it looks like this is going to be the matchup. I'm checking the chat to see if anything's different, but no, this is definitely it. And they had an opportunity for the counter pick, right? Like Power Ranger had to lock in his legend, being the one that won, before Lopez was able to select something. But we've now got Thor versus Volkov going into game number 3. Will it be Miami Dome once again? The stage bans have been weird between these two, that is for certain.
Now, Lopez coming in with this Thor pick, I think that's going to play in his favor with those bouts of explosivity, because he does have amazing signature kit coming in from Thor, like a really good signature kit that can turn the tide in a second. Very high defense, so he's going to be able to survive longer.
Whoa.
An interesting thing is, last game, imagine if he didn't SD on the left side.
True, that is true.
That was a major turning point for Power Ranger.
Man, Power Ranger opting to go to the Great Hall. Going into this game. Which is interesting.
2 dome
Fortress
picks.
is open.
Yeah, 2 dome picks and a Great Hall pick. Interesting stage selection from Power Ranger and Lopez.
And now the Volkov versus the Thor. That matchup so far. I think Power Ranger has completely different weapons than he did on the last character they just played. Yeah. So he has just been playing all sorts of different kinds of legends throughout this game. No signature kit being used from Volkov yet.
He does have the Scythe carryover from Mordex that he played earlier today against Fiend, but that's about it. But he's primarily starting this game out with Axe.
Yeah.
There is a weapon spawn on the field. He could... Oh my gosh!
Ooh, sides picked up. Yeah, you're right. That one game that he had on Mordex against Fiend now keep transferring over here. Sally comes through. Still no Volkov or Thor signatures yet. Like, we were talking about all the signature kits that could be coming out for both of these characters, and they've been playing it dead even. There's the down sig. But yeah, super honest gameplay so far. Lopez.
And both of them have amazing signatures. That being one of Volkov's, and you just saw Lopez use one of his best ones.
Back. Oh, ground pound avoided. Down air hits. Oh, didn't have the jumps back. I felt like he did get his jumps reset, but he just didn't go for them, so maybe I thought wrong. First stock goes over to Lopez, and doesn't even matter. Haymaker right away evens it up 2-2.
Coming in almost 2 minutes into this game, it is dead even. Nice little string coming out from Lopez. That's something he wasn't able to find really very much last game. It was one hit at a time.
Ooh, ground pound hits. Power Ranger does have the jumps again.
Wow.
Lopez just dominating him with orb down airs and ground pounds off the left side of the stage. Ooh, and the Sair stomp scoop. Weapon toss continues to deny him. Lopez running away with the lead here. Cider hits back, dash back, but doesn't work out. Power Ranger now returning his own three-piece string, but might be too little too late. Lopez going for the down sig instead of the side sig. Didn't get the right read. It really is a 50-50 on Thor in a lot of those cases because they could either stay grounded or go for a jump, and it's your down sig or your side sig depending on what you want to punish.
Even aside from the signatures, though, Hammer on Lopez right now is so much more alive than his hammer earlier on Nash.
Yeah. Even though, now that I think about it, all the damage is being built up by the hammer, but all the KOs are being done with the weapon that he has right there. Picks the bell back up again. Thought he was going to get that falling cider, but he doesn't. Wow, I can't believe he dodged over that side stick from Volkov.
A very tough signature to punish. He was in the right place at the right time and used the right dodge and the right weapon throw, and he's going to take that game. He's going up 2-1 in this set.
Yeah, Power Rangers Volkov not looking nearly as solid as his Gauntlet Legends. But he's continuing to swap now on to the Koji with the sword and the bow, having that crossover from Azariel, just showcasing tons of different legends as we go throughout this best of 5. It is 2-1 in favor of Lopez. Maps being banned out, and the Great Hall is going to be it again. 2 Miami Domes and 2 Great Halls. I mean, that's our fill of those 2 maps for the year, I feel like. We rarely get to see people voluntarily go to these stages, and it seems both players are in for it as we're going into game number 4 in this set.
Power Ranger hoping those soft platforms are going to help him out, and also that his 45-degree angle initiations that he has with bow are going to work for him, like Lopez's down airs on the orb worked for him.
Whoever comes through. And he gets a neutral light right afterwards, landing straight onto the platform. One of those unique things that you can do on the Great Hall, not many other stages. Ooh. Silent and he waited out, but Lopez called that bluff, just went straight forward with the stop, hit him up a few times with some hammer and airs.
Yeah, Power Ranger is probably looking for the reset, side light into wait, into side light. Once he got the dodge from Lopez, then it's damage city.
Down 6 haven't connected too much just yet, but the threat of them is enough to keep Power Ranger always going in with those grounded recoveries off the ledge. Lopez and Power Ranger having a little bit of a dodge circle there. Falling side air. Oh, he goes for the neutral second.
Man.
Easy punish. Easy punish for Power Ranger.
You can hold that for a really long time when you're on the main platform or on a soft platform, but when you gravity cancel it in the air, you're only limited to a few frames for charging that. Now, it's interesting, you brought up the down signature earlier, the one that rises you up when Power Ranger keeps coming in on the ground. I wonder if Lopez is doing that on purpose, because the side signature on Hammer from Thor is also incredible. So maybe he's trying to condition him again with the down signature so that when Lopez needs it, he can throw out the side signature, get the knockout.
This is one of those times where I feel like that would be a great opportunity to go for side sig. But something to remember is that the Great Hall does provide a means of recovery that any other stage does not. And that is when you're on the ledge, you can just go straight up and you'll find a platform. Not enough jumps to make it back. Gravity cancel down sig was as close as he was going to get to the stage, wasn't able to make it, and Lopez evens up the stocks. But still a solid lead for Power Ranger. See how much longer he can hold on to that.
Every time you talk about this stage, you call it the Great Hall, and then you just said the Great Hall provides, like it's some godly being asking the Great Hall provides.
I mean, it's literally called the Great Hall. It's not just called Great Hall, is it?
It is, but everyone usually says Great Hall. I just think it's funny that you call it the Great Hall. You have this respect and reverence for the Great Hall.
It is the Great Hall. It's not. I mean, if it wasn't great and deserved respect and reverence, it wouldn't be called Great Hall. Okay,
I'll give you that one. It would just be
called the Hall.
That's true.
I mean, honestly, it sounds pretty ominous on its own. Now that I think about it, I don't know, Sparky. I just called it the maps what they're called, even if it's called
cute.
Small Brawlhaven.
It's cute, Tazza.
Thanks.
It's a compliment.
Look at
Relax.
these ground pounds, okay? Lopez is now 2-1 in the lead, even though he was losing this game the entire time. Small Great Hall actually crisp just destroyed me in Twitch chat. I don't know if it's the first time I've acknowledged that. But anyways. Going forward with the recoveries. Power Ranger trying to get the stock, and he does. Recovery does take him off the top with the sword. And now we have a really even game. Power Ranger really wants to bring this to a game number 5. Lopez wants to stop that as hard as he can.
Doing a great job keeping Lopez weapon starved until that one comes in. He's able to swipe the hammer out of thin air. Neutral signature. Looking like maybe the minimum charge time on that.
Yeah. Oh man, Lopez taking so much damage. Side air hits. Another side air hits. Oh, he goes for the down sig again. No side sig. I think side sig actually would have caught Power Ranger peeking over the edge there. Oh, but the falling side air stop with the neutral light.
You can still mix up your opponent by not only going down signature. Like, mix them up between the two, and he's going to find a lot more success. Power Ranger finds the down signature, one of the few that he's used on that Koji pick. I think that might have been the only one.
I think so. Yeah, I'm really thinking hard about that entire game.
I don't remember any others.
Yeah, it's the first time he was playing Koji so far on stream. And yeah, that was the first down sig to catch him. And Lopez sticking to the Thor for game number 5. All the maps that we've been on all throughout the day have been banned out, and we're on small Brawlhaven for the last game of this set. Winner of this goes in the top 4 to fight against Stardust, and our top 4 for the South American Spring Championship will be decided. Who's going to take it on small Brawlhaven? They are not going to be living nearly as long as before. I mean, a hammer ground pound at light yellow might be enough depending on how low you are on the side of the stage.
I really hope Lopez has been waiting to use that side signature on hammer for this game. Because otherwise, I think he's missing a critical part of Thor's kit.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree. Side sig is very good, especially when you're using it off stage, because you can either fast fall or jump. It's a safety depending on if you either hit it or miss. Oh, that weapon throw got him! But the ground pound doesn't hit. Oh, double down air. Power Ranger doesn't get the game. Lopez hits it with the side air. Goes with the ground pound once again, and Power Ranger ready with those down airs. Oh, that's so close. One recovery. Doesn't get the second one. Power Ranger escapes to safety, but they have just been fighting off the right side of the stage the entire time. Stomp Sider will do it. And that KO'd way earlier than any other map that we've been on so far today.
And he was able to find it on the left edge as well. So just right place, right time, right map.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if the weapon spawn theory is true. It is. Every time.
Dude, I'm telling you. South America has some kind of deal with the weapon spawn lords.
Cider hits.
Nice weapon toss to continue that. That spawn was not in his favor. That's like one of the few.
Oh, he's gonna grab a neutral sig. I felt like that was prime neutral sig territory. Lopez was floating for so long.
Yeah, he just straight up did not choose to fast fall there.
Ooh. Power Ranger really baiting him. Down sig hits again! Even to the stocks to the 2. Ooh.
He's looking for the spawn. Comes right into the middle of the stage. It's the hammer. Lopez trying to find connections, but Power Ranger is just controlling the ground, punishing like all of Lopez's landings. Stomp Side Air has Power Ranger in the orange.
Oh, there's
there it is, buddy! There it is!
I mean, he used it, alright? We can stop talking about it now. It is the first time that we saw it. Didn't hit, so that means he's never going to use it again, because obviously, if it doesn't work once, it's never going to work. That's how things just are, Sparky.
Tried to dash jump, fast fall, pivot. The down air right over the corner. Didn't quite have the input correct for it.
Oh man, Lopez one stock away. Being able to get in the top 4, recovery hits, no dodge! Oh, but Power Ranger doesn't fade off the side of the stage. Lopez goes so deep, doesn't get the recovery. Power Ranger sends him away, gravity cancel neutral sig. Oh, he goes for the neutral light instead! One there, neutral sig misses. Stares him away, down sig? Okay. Power Ranger, I feel like it's down sig time. Yep, okay.
You're right.
Missed.
And the recovery missed too. There's the D-Light into the recovery. Power Ranger did such a good job of putting pressure onto Lopez. Even though Power Ranger was behind, Lopez was in the lead, but he took next to no damage.
Side light. Oh, and a delayed down light into the neutral light recovery. Power Ranger, is he going to make this comeback real? Lopez isn't finding enough to be able to make a substantial lead Cider hits. Power Ranger sliding on the side of the stage. No down sig or anything risky coming up from Lopez. Sidelight, dashes forward and back, goes for the downlight afterwards, dodges all the way back, and doesn't get the nair, no! But he avoids the orb side light, and the sword's picked up, recovery, doesn't get the nair! Downer hits, Power Ranger so close to be able to take this game over Lopez, even though Lopez has been in the lead the entire time. Oh!
Weapon spawn coming in, super clutch for Power Ranger, picks up the bow. Another one coming in, Power Ranger picks up the sword.
Oh. The Lopez, get that power, or get the weapon. He picks up the hammer. Oh, down recovery doesn't connect. Down recovery, that's it.
Power Rangers gonna take it in Game 5 against Lopez. The Thor switch was looking incredible, and then the Koji switch. Oh my gosh, that just came back, turned everything around, gave him the victory.
Ooh. Yeah, it did. And man, Lopez was conditioning him pretty well in the Thor, but towards the end, it was just too solid play coming out from Power Ranger. So many different legends coming out through Power Ranger throughout the day, in the end succeeding as we had our first Game 5 set so far, and he takes it with a 3-2 victory over Lopez to go into top 4 and fight against Stardeath. Amazing showing from Power Ranger, and he's on his way to potentially having that rematch with Fiend, who earlier on throughout the day knocked him down to lower bracket 3-0.